Frank, can you give us a state of the state of where the Air Force is with 5G?
Well, we have several initiatives going on right now. Let's take the first one. The first one is how we're going to bring LTE 5G to all the bases in the Air Force. We've already started by clumping the bases together into various regions. We have the Southeast already awarded. There's 10 bases in the Southeast, and we did this in a way so that the return on investment for the vendor would be very good. It's a 25-year lease, so something that we don't normally have. Normally it's 5 years. And we're grouping together bases with low density as well as bases with high density. That gives them a better viewpoint of how they can get a return on investment. So we've done this for the 10 bases in the Southeast. We're trying to do 20 bases in the Northwest, except COVID is preventing us from actually doing this because you can't do base visits until we actually release that. So until that happens, we're going to do that, and then we're supposed to do Hawaii and Alaska directly at the same time, and then we'll do the rest of the United States. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. We're doing various experiments with OSD. First one is Hill Air Force Base, shared spectrum. Now I've heard in the news, everybody wants to use the spectrum, especially the 3 gigahertz range. That is somewhere where also we have various airplane radars actually working. And so we're trying to figure out a best way to actually do this, how can we actually share the spectrum instead of just licensing it off. And same with the mid-range analysis that was being done for some of the other airplanes. We're actually doing this, probably part of it at Hill, to actually look at how can we actually effectively do this. Also, we just been awarded another one for Tinker to do the same thing, except it's going to be a different spectrum. It's going to be more commercial oriented. How can we share with commercial exactly what we want to do? Now, that's interesting, but we also have another one that's Nellis, which is very interesting. If you know, the Air Operations Command is basically a set of systems that they do the air operation orders from. All right. What they want to be able to do now is to look at it in the viewpoint of how can I make this mobile? How can I segment it out, add new user interfaces to it, and actually segment it out across a range, across various areas. So a moving target is hard to hit, but a stationary one is very easy. So how can you do this with 5G? 5G meaning, network slicing, as well as probably some sat links, as well as some other things, some new technologies, as well as change the user interface into something that we've always seen in the movies, virtual, and also, visuals, as well as motions, as well as voice. So that's going to be an interesting little concept that they're actually going to produce out. And then,
I'm blown away by so much technology, so much 5G technology that's been rolled out across the Air Force, and this constellation of sort of technologies that come together to make 5G. It's really impressive.
But we're trying hard, and it's going to be a couple of years before we get there. But it's the plan. Also, we're doing some things at Hickam for aircraft maintenance, predictive analysis, getting the logistics, there, get the parts to the aircraft maintenance people, as well as do, AR, VR capabilities. And lastly, we're doing some open RAN experiments out of San Antonio. So it's been very busy, and telemedicine also with the Army.